Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video and we'll talk soon.
Well, hey family, we're going to work on a second necklace using some of the hand painted beads. And these are white with the polka dot, 25 millimeter. We are going to also be using some of our agate. So we are going to go ahead and get started and see what we can make with these beautiful beads. And I have some smaller agates. I want to say 10 millimeter, but the hole is too small. So I'm going to have to see if I can use, I think I can use these, yeah. So that fits in real good. And we're only going to be using these two beads to make something amazingly beautiful. And that looks good already. And I think I have enough of the agate beads to make a full necklace, to make a full bracelet. So that bead, the hole was too small. It didn't work. So hopefully all the rest of the beads will work out good for me. Because sometime a hole will be too small on one bead, but all the other beads will have a perfect hole. I hate getting beads like that. So these are all fitting pretty good. And I do like the way they look together. That's really pretty. And I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, oh my God, it is already Friday. Like, this week went by so fast. Like, all the weeks seem to be running by real fast. Like, time is just accelerated for some reason or another. This hole look like it's kind of, oh, that worked. So all you really got to do, whatever it is that you plan on doing. I was having a discussion with my sister, and we were talking about some people that she knows that have to go back into the office. And I was telling her, going forward, that's more than likely what's going to happen. People are going to have to start going back into the office. So that means, look how pretty that is. I really like the way the patterns match. And I said, yeah, everything is getting ready to change up. That means child care centers are probably going to be back open and like all kind of stuff. It's like, and I'm just thinking a lot of what is going on is strategized so that people can go back into the office and people can start working regular jobs and all that kind of stuff. Because if you remember when that pandemic started, a lot of people started their own business and they started those businesses, and those businesses are pretty successful. I know that because I watch the YouTube channel Business Insider, and I also watch, it's called Upflip. At one channel is called Upflip, another channel is called Business Insider. So specifically on Upflip, that one is about small businesses or people, who started a business and how they grew it. And one I was watching the other day was about a lady who started a candle company, and she had $110. She took that $110 and she bought all the supplies that she needed, and it made her 12 candles. And she sold those 12 candles. And when she sold those 12 candles, the money that she got, she reinvested it, of course. And then she also did pre-orders. So people were buying product that she hadn't even made yet, but she was using the money that she was earning from the pre-orders and buying supplies and then making the candles. And the beautiful thing is her packaging. So she said, well, I didn't want to release anything until her packaging was right. And packaging does have a lot to do with it. And the way that her candles are, they're almost like a marble type situation. So she has like a regular candle, like what people have, regular candles. But then she has a way of using some type of wax dye or something on the sides of the candles, and she melts it. and it's almost like a marble type situation. I was like, man, she really did good with with that idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She really did good with that idea, and she said she earns about two. I think she said in 2024 she earned $250,000 for that year, and she started out with, this is real nice. She started out with $110, and that one was on Upflip. So Upflip has a lot of stories like that of people that started their business from a little bit of nothing and have grown it into something. And that's the type of stuff I like to watch, more so for like encouragement and motivation and, those type things. And they got some really, really good stuff, like really, really good programming on there. So one channel is called Upflip, the other one is called Business Insider. Business Insider has a lot of good stuff too. If you're all about business and you want to know what's going on with business and just getting business ideas and just watching, other people do what it is that they do and what they've done in order to get where they are. It's very encouraging. But anyway, I'm tying now. I like to tie a bunch of knots so I can hide it in the big hole, and that secures it. My hands are slippery too. I put some lotion on my hands, and I don't know why I be doing that, knowing I'm getting ready to come in here and mess with this stretch cord. But I'm gonna cut that off, and then we end up with a nice big knot like that, and we're gonna pull that in, and you can see how I gotta force it in, and as I force it in, it's snug inside of the hole, so that prevents it or gives it a little bit more security from coming apart. I really like the way the print. Look how pretty that is. And I think I'm gonna put a charm on here. Let's put one charm. We're gonna put a nice big bead on, nice big charm on here. And then we're gonna use one of our bigger jump rings. Because these bracelets are pretty by themselves. They really don't even need charms, but you know me, I gotta have a charm here and there. And then we just got a nice big charm on there. This is gorgeous. It almost looked animal print. And I do kind of like it without the charm. I'm gonna take the charm off. Because sometimes they just don't need a charm, especially like the bigger bracelets. If you got beads that can kind of make the piece very attractive and appealing, you almost don't need a charm because the beads are doing a lot by itself. So that's really nice. 25 millimeter beads, and these are agate beads. But anyway, Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK, and we'll talk.